So I've checked the fluids on my John Deere and it's all good. And I'm just kind of hoping it'll start because it sat outside all night, which is not a bad thing. You know, when these things sit in the shed, a lot of times they're harder to start because it gets cold in those sheds. But when they sit out here and the sun gets on them, you know, it's sometimes it just kind of serves to warm everything up. So let's see if this thing will start. I'll let that thing run a little bit and then I'll get busy mowing hay. And my goal over there is to mow that hay and then tat it out just like I did this hay right over here. So let's see how it goes. I just kind of got the thing warming up a little bit and setting the height on the on the two lift arms, and we can never find a tape measure around here. Somebody always walks off with it, but nobody ever walks off with its old folding ruler or whatever you call it. Don't know why. It works. Go. Pretty thin right in here. Drone just makes a really clean cut, I think. I won't get too close to the woods, to the fence line because of the weeds, but there's also some down branches in there too. Same thing down there along the creek. Grass is a lot thicker than it is in that field over there. And what I look for on the John Deere when I'm cutting with this drone is, am I heating up? The answer is I'm not. Watch that yellow mark right there, that's 540 PTO. I'm going to throw a stick spot kind of up a little bit of the hill. You know, it might pull down about 500 RPMs. Now what happens, if you look at the torque curves on this engine, when it pulls down into the peak torque range. So it's okay to pull it down just a little bit. It actually delivers more torque, you know, to the PTO. Still breeze is going. Road's gotten pretty good, I think. And you know, if anything, this tractor has a small fuel tank, and when you run it at really capacity, that's where we're at here on this thing. What happens is it burns a fair amount of fuel. You know, my Farmall 756, it was a gasser, and according to the Nebraska TEP, it would burn over 7 gallons an hour. So, you know, this mower, I want to say this thing, when it's fully loaded, burns nearly 3 gallons of diesel an hour. I'll have to look that up. But in any event, this is one chore that causes that needle on the fuel gauge to move more rapidly than anything else I do with this tractor. As you can see, there's a fair amount of hay in here, and unfortunately down along these woods, it's got some leaves in it. I don't like that. We'll run out of here soon enough. Always thick down here on this side. It's always thick. Sometimes this side of the field, if I wasn't careful going too fast, I would plug my piston occasionally. Nothing stops this road. When I get down on that far end down there where those wagons are, it's still in the shade, so that hay is really, really wet, and it just goes right through it. All right, I'll come back. Moving right along, my son, one of my boys, is over there on the Massey 50. He's over there on the Massey 50 running the tedder. Came up a little bit ago. Kind of going to spread this stuff out as soon as we can. He's making a little faster clip than I am. He'll probably catch up with me here shortly. Grass is looking really good. There's some thin spots at the headlands up there at the road and then back towards the creek. But otherwise, in the middle, it's looking really good. Now if we can just get it dry. header does a nice job. I mean, you can see the windrows right in here, and see where it's all spread out. On out in there. It kind of figured out how to run that tedder, spread the hay out pretty good. I'm consuming some fuel though. I'll have to stop here just a little bit and fill up. Moving right along, I stopped for a few minutes and got some diesel. Should be good to go for a while. Still cutting and heading. The hay looks just fantastic. I hope I can get it to dry. It's already started to fade where my son has been tedding over there. The John Deere's doing good. Temperature's holding good. Making a nice cut, and we'll keep going. Another view. There's my son over there on the mantle. Son on the mantle over there. Still plenty of sunlight left. Almost done. Past with the drone, I'm done cutting. My son up there is continuing to ted. I'm gonna pull up here out of the way. This hay is just completely beautiful. Pull over here and park, and then I'll talk a little. All right, so my son's down there. He's putting the final, taking the final passes on the stuff to be tedded. But I mean, this has been spread out. You can just see. I mean, there's going to be some serious. I think we're going to have a considerable amount of square bales in here. But I could be wrong. I'm not very good at guessing what the yield's going to be. But, you know, remains to be seen if we get it up dry. But there's been a breeze, it's a steady breeze. And, you know, the sun's up there. And it's just going to be sunny skies, I think, for the next 4 or 5 days. So this is a Friday afternoon. We'll bale this on a Tuesday afternoon. It may drag into Wednesday. I'm hoping it won't do that. But so that's kind of the video. The Krone 2801 CV tying impellers. Two-point hitch. See, you can make a really tight turn. And really the only thing you got to worry about with this tractor is not so much the tire, but driving that three-point arm into the mast here. I haven't had that happen, not going to do it. So again, the Krone 2801, second cutting hay in November. Today's November the 5th. John Deere 5055D did a fantastic job running this mower in this heavy second cutting. I think it's heavy. So we'll just kind of leave it there and catch up with you on the next video. Thanks for watching.